Hello everyone, welcome back to my second episode of KSP. In the last stream slash episode, I made it as far as orbit, and then I got stuck because I was trying to get a satellite out of Kerbin's escape or sphere of influence, and I failed. I was hoping to do science around the sun, but yeah, I didn't have enough delta V. Plus, there was no SAS, so I sort of wobbled everywhere once I was in space. So here we are again. Hopefully, I can make it to hopefully I can make it to the Mun by maybe not by the end of today, but I definitely want to get the lander legs unlocked. And if you're watching this on YouTube, what's up, YouTube? Hope you all enjoy this rerun. Other than that, let's get started. I'm just gonna hide that window so it doesn't happen again. There we go. PC's running particularly slow today. I think I might know how to fix that though, so just give me a moment. I just go to do some of this. And accept. Let's see if it does anything. If it at least helps with my FPS. Okay. My FPS has taken a generous up, what do you call it? Upscaling, I guess you could say. It's still a little laggy, but it's playable now. Alright. Let's pick up where we left off, shall we? Inside inside the vehicle assembly building. Excuse me. Alright. Oh yes, the probe. So this doesn't have SAS on it, which pissed me off once I reached above the atmosphere, because I could not for the life of me control that thing. So, we just can't use that right now. At least, actually, I do have an idea to use it, but it's a really stupid idea. I had this idea last night, where if I took a command pod and attach this little fucker somewhere on top of the rocket, this will be in the middle, this has SAS, so what I can do is detach it, have the rocket already facing prograde, so I literally don't have to do anything, and then just fire the engines on this, fly away out of escape velocity, and have this return back to Kerbin, safe and sound, while still being able to use SAS. I'm sure there's some easier way to do this. Like I'm sure there's like some mechanism I can get SAS to work on this thing, but right, I'm too much of a dumbass to figure it out. So this is what I've come up with. So, let's see. Let's first build our satellite, and I think our centerpiece... Actually, our centerpiece should be this, because we're gonna first return this back, and then we'll have this secondary once we have this returned back to Kerbin. So, we're gonna have this here. We'll throw this away for now. Let's first build our little return pod, as it were. We need our heat. That's a bit too small. There we go. We need to get 250k. Well, we need to get up to 250k so that way we can upgrade this frickin' vehicle assembly and I can actually get more parts. Because right now I'm limited to 30 parts. So yeah, that's kind of pisses me. Oh my goodness. Okay, that kind of pisses me off a bit. Zoom in here. So we have our basic pods. You know what? I have a better idea. I know this idea is stupid. I'm thinking science isn't the issue, money is. So we need either, when I looked up last night, what's the best way to make money on Kerbal Space Program stock. This is modded, but I did want to find a universal way. And the best way was just completing contracts and doing missions and stuff. So let's actually first head over to the think I want to say it's the no, it's not the administration building. It's the astronaut complex, I want to say, that does jobs. No, wait, no, that's hiring Kerbals. Is it the administration building? No, that's like moves you can make for boosts. Which one was it? Oh, it was mission control. Okay. So here is where I can make money. Exploring the Mun, we don't have enough for that yet. Oh, here I can literally just like accept all of these and just, what does it say I need to do? Have swivel fuel engine, Kerbin incomplete, flying incomplete. We want to haul the swivel liquid engine into flight above Kerbin. Okay. So altitude 42,000, speed 310 to 480. Okay. To flight above Kerbin. This is flying, which we don't have the parts to make a proper plane yet, so I don't think we're going to do that. But this pug. To perform this test. Okay, so we need to go into suborbital trajectory of an altitude of 140,000 to 150,000. Okay. What about this one? Valiant. We need to... all test missions are met. Okay, so we need to go... Oh, we need to launch with the Valiant. Okay. This one we need to orbit Kerbin with. Okay. This one gets 61k when we complete it. How about this one? Oh, that one barely pays anything. To perform this test, activate the parts of the staging sequence when all test missions are met. Okay, so for this one we need to... a decoupler on an escape trajectory out of Kerbin. Okay. So for this one, we need to get onto an escape route out of Kerbin. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. We either sacrifice a Kerbin or a Kerbal. Some random-ass Kerbal that's not Jebediah or Valentina or the other one I can't ever remember the name of. We just like take a random-ass Kerbal, a really stupid, really low courage one that doesn't matter that much. We send them off into space. Plus we get science too. We can transmit back science. And we can name it a satellite, you know? That way we don't ever feel bad about it. Because then we can use a decoupler on an escape trajectory. According to this anyway. Duration 1 year. Okay. So, you know what? I'm gonna accept this contract. Okay, expires in 1 year. Okay. We'll get paid a decent amount from doing this. What about this one? Oh, we don't have that part unlocked. Conduct a low-resolution altimetry scan-set survey of Kerbin. Okay. While working late nights, since to scan. Okay, so what I have to do? I have to low-resolution altimetry scan of Kerbin 75%, and it pays 53k. You know what? I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Well, no, I'm not going to do it in one launch. I'm not going to do this trajectory. Conduct. Okay, so all these are... Whoa, it goes like way into it. Okay. We have none of them unlocked though, so... We're just gonna ignore that for now. We already have one of them. Let's just focus on this one. So... We need to send a brave Kerbal to... into escape trajectory and use the T12 decoupler in it. So let's first get ourselves a pod, and since this pod is not returning most likely ever, I don't think I actually do I even have a docking port so I can get them in the future? What would that even be? It's a reaction wheel. gyroscopes even do? Okay. I don't know exactly what those do, but T12 decoupler. So we need one of these. So let's just put this away for a moment, and let's just start building a basic craft that will host our Kerbal for eternity. I do not feel bad about this in any way, shape, or form. Actually, just in case, in the case that I put it into orbit and he somehow returns to Kerbin on like some trajectory, I will put a heat shield with a decoupler on it, just in case he returns. But this is a very, very small chance this Kerbal will ever touch grass again. Okay, so let's put a pug on there. Where is it? Pug. There we go. It's a goated engine, that pug is. And then for aerodynamics, wait, I want the smallest one. C. That's a little too big. Okay, that's fine. I can work with this. Let's put some communication on there, and I can just load up the other side with a bunch of science shit that we can use for that we can use for, what am I saying? Yeah, for science points. So let's go to our science section, and what do we want to add? That is way too big. Obviously mystery goo. I'll do a couple. Oh no, we only need one. And then we're gonna need a barometer and a thermometer. And anything else? I can launch a little sub-satellite. That's cool. I cannot attach it anywhere though. It's not so cool. Oh, I can attach it there. Okay. That does not look like it's connected to this at all. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore that for now. So we have our basic little, I think that's a little close. Let me just flip this around. Okay, so now we have our basic little, let me just mention, actually, I have to check that this extends properly. It does. Okay, so, I'm guessing we need energy for this, actually. Let me just check. I actually have no idea. But just in case we need energy, I will be putting a little battery pack on there. There we go. So now we have our basic little satellite. And if I go to utility, I can add a little parachute that most likely will never be used, but I don't care. And now we can add a decoupler here. This is the one we're going to use while outside of or on an escape trajectory. So now let's start adding other parts to it. Let's see. I want to add the swivel. Why isn't it locking in? There we go. And just do 3 of these little baby fins. There we go. How many parts are we at? Holy shit, we're already at 30 parts. Okay, so we gotta be very careful with how we do this next part. Alright, we're gonna add a decoupler. Go. And we're going to add, we're at 1000 delta V. Okay, we're gonna add a thumper. Okay, we're at 2155. How many can I actually add? I can add 11 more parts. Okay, honestly, hear me out. The only problem is I want to add aerodynamic stuff on this, and that's not going to work very well. Shit. I need to find the balance between the two. We're only at 3,400 delta V, which is I believe is enough for escape trajectory. Hold on, let me just check this out real quick. Can I do this one? Okay, I can do this one. What about 5? That's 6. I would actually only have to remove one part, which is I can find a part to remove in a minute. Let's just add the aerodynamic cones there. So yeah, we are one part over. Let me just move this here. 3,300. What's the one part I need to remove? Or I should remove? I suppose we're not going to be using this part on the ground, so we don't really need it if it will let me oh, no. Let's be selected. Okay. And it'll free up some other parts. How many parts? Okay, I can use 2 parts. I think... Hold on. Hear me out. I take... I'm going to have to redo this entire thing right here. I'm thinking we extend this to a... actually, just to... I can just go to fuel tanks and do that. And I can do that. There we go. Now we have a little bit more fuel for our little pug here. Oh wow, that lowered our delta V. Like, why the hell would that lower the delta V by that much? Hold on. Why? When I just do 1, how much delta V does it say I have? 20, oh wait, no. I thought it was 3,000. What changed? That's weird. Okay, well, I'm just gonna add that back. Okay. Alright, so we have extra fuel there. How many parts can I have 1 more part. So we have a fuel tank there and a swivel engine there. I'm thinking we add a small part here just to get a little extra boost. Yeah, so now we have just over 3,000 delta V. I think this is the play. I think this is what we want. Let me just move it up and make sure it's aligned. Yeah, it's about close enough. Okay. I wonder if I can I auto strut it? I think that's actually something we can do. And it's on wastewater. I can add wastewater to this thing. Why would I do that? It's dumb. Okay. I'm guessing I can send this to hibernation. How much can this reach? 0.1 EC a minute. Electric charge a minute. Okay, so that would last like 100 minutes, which is all we need really. We're not using it. Excuse me, I had to take a drink of water. We're not using that much, so... Excuse me. So, I think we should be good there. What engine are we using again for this? We're using the swivel. Wasn't there a, Hold on, let me, see ya. Because we're probably not gonna ever see that whatever Kerbal I load onto this is not gonna slide a day for years. Or the grass of green, whatever you want to call it. Totally not going to get the milk. I muted? That's weird. I have to use a T12 decoupler on an escape trajectory from Kerbal. One moment. I don't know what caused my mic to mute. I think it's some sort of hotkey that I set unintentionally. Did I set a hotkey for muting? I did. Okay. I'm just gonna remove that. Okay. I shouldn't accidentally unmute myself again. Anyway, so I have to use... This is one of these. I have to use a T12 decoupler on an escape trajectory. So here's what I'm thinking. I get a satellite. I add a T12 decoupler, only for a section. Yeah, it'll take. Let's not let me do it. This is such a stupid idea. I add that to it, and then I add I essentially just move all the parts over here. And then I just have a, down here, I'll have a little need a pug engine? I guess I'll have one. With a decoupler under the pug engine. Where is it? Where's the decoupler? Yeah. So we'll put this here. Put the pug engine here. Will that even use fuel? Yeah, it does use fuel. Oh, okay. Now we have all our science here. We have communication. I'm gonna set it to... Can I not set it to hibernation while in here? I can. Okay. Alright. Let's just save that. Like, we are over parts. We need to remove 5 parts. Okay. And this also is going to cause some bad weight balances. Like, how much does this weigh right here? Does it what, tell me? It doesn't tell me how much this weighs. Honestly, well, that's just going to use more parts. I think. We're 1 part over. Okay. Let me just quickly turn this down. We only have 14. We have 2877 delta. Okay. Hear me out. Launch this into space, we get into almost escape velocity, but we're eventually going to return to Kerbin, allowing for Valentina to return. Or, in this case, if I'm having him return, it'll be Jebediah. So we return Jebediah, but, like, at the edge of the thing, we release this, and we launch it into escape velocity, and use a decoupler on an escape velocity route. That way we get paid the money. I just gained a bunch of money on this side. 132k, that's weird. Anyway. We need to remove 1 item, that's the only problem. I don't know which item to remove. I'm guessing we could remove the, wait a second. I'm stupid. Hold on. Give me a moment. I need to select this. There we go. I have 2 fuel tanks here. I can just make it 1. Oh my goodness, it's trying to put 4 on there. Okay. There we go. Now we have it's enough parts. So stupid looking. Okay. Who's our pilot? Jebediah Kerbin. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna save this, I'm gonna launch it. If this works, I'm going to be shocked, but I don't have any other option at the moment. So, crossing my fingers that this works. There we go. There it is. The Sia rocket. With its own little pod to orbit the sun. It's gonna I gotta make sure it's hibernating. It is hibernating. And that shouldn't be using any... Yeah, it shouldn't be using any electricity. But just in case it is, I will... Okay, we're not using any electricity. That's good. So, let's see, where are we? Okay, we're here. We're gonna warp to the side that is currently in the direction that Kerbin's orbiting, so we get the maximum boost. That way we're not fighting against... Actually, no, whenever you want to... I forgot. Is it you want to go with it, if I remember correctly, right? If you're trying to escape, but just going in a straight line. roughly there is where we want it. Okay. We did use a little bit of energy. I don't know on what, but we did use a little bit, but not too much. Okay. Here we go. Turn on SAS. Prograde. Well, don't want prograde. No, it's ability assist. Okay. Here we go. This is the moment of truth. Will this shit work? Time to find out. Oh. I ejected the pug on the side. Why did it think that that was first? Oh, and then I gotta skip to sunrise again to early dawn. Why did it think that was necessary? That it would eject the top little pug engine? Hey Rashad, what's up? Oh man. Jeez. Well, let's just move this up here. Which one is that? Which engine? Where's the engine of the pug? That's the pug engine? I see, that's not gonna do anything. Let's just add a couple here. We'll add this will remove the pug engine. Right? And then I can do that. This will deploy the parachute. I don't want that. I want this to be here so that way it detaches that first before trying to deploy a parachute in space. Yes, it is my new computer. I installed mods that add visual stuff, and it's running somewhat decently. Okay, hold on. What is this? That is the thumper. I do not want that there. I want this here. And what is this coupler? Why is this all fucked up? No, that's the radio to coupler to like the top end of it. That's gonna go like here. Which one is this one? That's that one. That's the pug. Oh, that's the pug engine there. Oh, that's the radial decoupler. So this will detach and immediately... Okay, I don't know if I want that. I think what I'll do, just for safety reasons, is I'll have it decouple first and then the pug engine can activate. That way... Upgrades UI. Get Z theme. Oh. I don't know what that is, but I'll check out CCAN the next time I do a stream. And install Z theme and upgrades UI. Yeah. Whenever I created the mod list for this, I literally just went on Reddit, looked up mod build for basic KSP functionality, and I installed like 90 mods. So yeah. This shit is not gonna work, I don't think. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering what I'm trying to do, I have a contract where I have to use a decoupler and escape velocity, but I have barely anything unlocked. But I desperately need the money, so what I'm gonna do is so stupid. I'm gonna launch this up, get barely to escape velocity, attach this little fucker here, launch this to escape velocity, use a decoupler so I can get the contract completed, and then return Jebediah back down to on his high suborbital plane. That's my plan. I don't think it's gonna work, but I mean, there's a first for everything. Whenever I tried doing this the first time, for some reason this decoupler was at the start of the stage and it just launched off and fell, so I'm just trying to organize this. I'm pretty sure I have it all organized now. Let me just, yeah, so that happens after that. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna fast forward to where I am at the other side. I'm at the, I'm facing the direction of Kerbin's orbit, so I can use that as sort of a launch pad to orbit to get to escape velocity easier. A little more. Why am I moving? That's weird. The count of me is moving for a moment. Okay, we are using charge. Why are we using charge? I'm hibernating. That's weird. Okay. Okay. Let's just go to sunrise. You're 100% and engineer. I don't know what that means. I'm 100%. I'm using Jebediah as a pilot just because I can do prograde and retrograde with him. Planet Shine. Yeah, I do have Planet Shine. Cloud mod. I think I have Cloud mod installed too. I just installed a bunch of mods they told me to. Yeah. Okay. Here's a moment of truth. That is so fucking bright. I cannot look at that. Oh my. I can't look at that. Alright. There we go. It's so beautiful though. My bad. It's probably because it's so freaking loud. My bad. Okay, I did turn down the volume of the game a bit. Is that better? Oh, we're wobbling because I have this. Oh no, that's not good. Stay in prograde. Why am I... Okay, let's cut off engine and get to prograde. Come on, Jebediah, you can do it. Come on. Use the brain cells. No. Go to... Go to prograde. Okay, okay. We're good, we're good, we're good. Alright. Please do not wobble out of... Oh. Yeah, my dumbass. It's gonna wobble, because... I gotta do a little bit at a time. I gotta do it enough to where my speed isn't going down. I just need to stay stable, honestly, and that's not gonna work. I need to stay at prograde. Actually, what I can do is... Hold on, let me cook. Have this slightly... Oh, I need to activate it first. Have it slightly... I can balance this. I swear I can balance this. Come on. Hold on, let me cook. This is working. This is so stupid. Come on. I'm doing it. I'm balancing. Oh, fuck. I ran out of Delta V on that one. No. Okay. What's my trajectory look like? Nothing near escape velocity. What was my retard ass thinking? Oh no, that's not good. Wow. I got so close to escape. I got so close to leaving the sphere of influence. Okay. Well, I can at least use the pug, because one of my contracts was use the pug this high, so... What was this, run test? Well... Wonder, can I transfer my... How do you transfer energy? I forgot. How do you... Is there... Do you need a mod to transfer the fuel? Forgot how you... Because I have fuel here, and I don't really need it. I need it... Well, actually... If I remove it... Well, no, it'd actually be more stable. Okay, I'm just gonna... decouple that. So now I have this little pod. Now I'm going to activate this engine. How much fuel do we have here? Oh, wow. We have a significant... Okay, we're just full there. Okay. And now I have to balance again. So what is it too heavy on? It's too heavy on this side, it looks like. So come on, it's a balancing game. I can do this. If it works, it works. Yep. Good enough. Oh boy. This is so unbelievably stupid. I'm not going to reach escape velocity, but I am using the pug between the areas that I need to, so I am completing one of my contracts at least. Actually, let me see here. That's still full. Actually, can I go into orbit with this satellite? I can just put a satellite up here, I think. I have... That's weird. I don't know why it's registering this as having more delta V. What I can do, though, is just... Fuck, I forgot I already did that. Let's just reset that experiment. I already did everything up here for the science-wise. I could do it on re-entry, but it's kind of on the wrong side of the rocket. Well, that was a waste of money. I'm not going to revert back. I've gone this far. And whatever the hell this thing is supposed to be. I guess... Can I go to you? One moment. Why can I want to switch to you. I don't know why it's not letting me select you. Okay. Well, that's great. Bye, I guess. Useless piece of crap. Yeah, let's give a little Jebediah Kerbin a little ride up here. We might as well, like... I mean, we have 1425 Delta V left. We can reach... we can reach orbit from here. Actually, what I can do... Can I actually switch now? I don't know why it's not letting me switch. But, what I can do is go to the Space Center, because there is a contract I can do where if where I go into orbit and re-enter with the little pod. So I might as well quickly accept that. Let me just go to mission control. Which one wasn't that one? It was part testing, orbiting Kerbin. Yeah, I need to orbit Kerbin. Let's use the run test option once its conditions are met. I completed this one, right? What do you mean? I wanted to suborbital trajectory at that altitude and clicked run test. Why didn't it count it? That's dumb. And I can't accept this. Oh no, did I already? I didn't accept that one. Can I only do like 2 missions at a time or something? I'm just gonna cancel that. I can't do that. Yeah, I can only do 2 at a time. Okay. I need to be in Kerbin orbit and click run test. Might as well, you know. Let's go back to our tracking station and switch to our vessel. Okay. We want to go to Why can't I use this one? That's weird. Oh, it's it's because it's in hibernation. I can't turn it on. Oh, I forgot. Okay. Well, that's just gonna crash back. That's fine. Let's fly the Sia. Let's just go into orbit, run test, and then deorbit and land, and we'll get 66K from this. Wasn't a complete loss. Not the most efficient way of completing a contract, but it works. Let's go orbit wise. We should have enough Delta V, right? We have 1300. That's enough to orbit. At least from this high up. Oh shit, we are sort of going down. That's not good. Let's just readjust here. Alright. Oh, we're not gonna have enough, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, if this doesn't work, I can just like land, recover, and I can just build a rocket that I definitely know will orbit, and I can run the test there. Yeah, because we don't have enough, I don't think. That's fine. I'm just gonna... Why can't I... Oh, it's because I'm under acceleration. What? Why can't I revert flight? Do I have to land or something? Yeah, ran out right about there. And I can't revert. It's fine. I'll just land, I guess. Goodbye. And then we just land. Okay. Let's just warp to where we need to go. Come on, Jebediah. You can do it. Okay. It's unsafe to deploy. And then we just time warp all the way down. Okay. Not exactly how I wanted it to go, but we gave Jebediah a bit of experience. And we know what we have to do now. We just gotta go into orbit, run test, and we'll get like 60K, so. I really just need that upgrade that lets me add a bunch of parts to my, oh, that's land. To the rockets. Okay. We got .2 science. Great. 116k funds. That did utterly nothing, so no new ribbons. Yeah. Alright, well I do have a build that just goes into orbit relatively easily, so I'll just use that. So let me just go into my previous rockets. And was it Kerbs that went into orbit? I can't remember. Oh, it's first rocket in space. No, it's not that one. It's Murica was the first one. Right? First rocket in orbit. Yeah, so this is the one that went into orbit. How many parts are over? 30 parts? Okay. We don't really need all the science. Not for this anyway. Might as well get rid of that. All we're doing is running a test. I've already used all this like science stuff while in orbit, so it's not worth anything. Okay. Let's launch. I may be a noob in KSP, but I most certainly know how to go into orbit. At least. Alright, Jebediah, you ready? There we go. Let's launch. So the trick is you ever so slightly want to edge turning right. Just tapping the D key. Very, very slightly. Let's turn on the volume a bit there so it doesn't overpower my voice. And now that we're about 5,000 meters up, you just want to go, I'm going to start doing it a bit more. Okay, we're stable now. Let's lower it a bit. Yeah, what's our periapsis right now? Yeah, so we're already at, whoa, we're already at 355,000 kilometers. Wow, okay. I didn't realize it'd be that much. Alright, well, let's fast forward to here. Right about there is where we want. And go roughly here is where we want to burn, just below. And look at that. Like clockwork. Okay, we ran out. We release that. We start the next one. And we burn. I'm gonna go a little lower. Our little pug engine doing its work. I'm gonna cut off because I do want to get a little closer to the apoapsis. There we go. Yeah, we have enough fuel, most definitely, to get there. Right? Please tell me, because... Okay, yeah, we have enough. Because it's almost encircled around. Let's just make sure our... we want to get this just about to 70k. Alright, we're in orbit. With 650 Delta V to spare. Okay. Now... I should just... It says on there, if I click run test on this, it will... It will earn me 60k. Okay, cool. Where's the run test button? Ooh, report. Oh, I forgot you could do that. Might as well transmit that. Just some extra science. Where's the run test button? I saw it earlier on the pug. Where is it here? It's not here. That's weird. Part. Is it here at part? No, it's just configure vessel naming there. That's so strange. Where's the run test? I'm in orbit. Is it not counted as orbit or something? Do I need like a little more? That's a much more circular orbit. I should be able from here to run the test. It's not here. That's strange. Let me check Sling real quick. Alright, mission control. MK1. Yeah, MK1 orbiting Kerbin. Perform the test. Use the run test option in the part's context menu when all test conditions are met. We are in an MK1 cockpit. We are around Kerbin, and we are in orbit around Kerbin. I don't know why it won't let me run the test. That's so weird. Why won't it do that? Let me head over back to my vessel. I'm in... That's so weird. Why isn't it letting me do that? Let's see here. Yeah, review report, crew report, lights on, yeah, all this stuff. It says in the part section, it should have the run test. But it's just not there. I'm gonna look it up. One moment, sorry guys. It's so weird. And it's here! There's a run test for Pug. And yet there's not one for the cockpit? There's no run test for this one? That's so dumb. Why? So strange. Okay. Well, hold on. I've looked it up. It says I need to stage the coupler, but the problem is that that'll get rid of the that'll get rid of the engine, which means I won't be able to do that anymore. I could just do like an aero brake or something. Hold on, I need to find where I can select. Yeah, here. So, yeah, it says here test. Um, it says test MK1 cockpit orbiting Kerbin. Oh, it's the cockpit, not the command pod. I'm a dumbass. Okay. Well, that was a waste of time. I can still test the pug though, so let's see. For the pug, we need to be on a suborbital trajectory of 140 to 150,000. Let's just burn here, burn our fuel a bit, and then I'm gonna time warp to where we are at 140 or 150,000 be more preferable. So I'm going to 150,000 altitude. Okay. Oh shit! I went too far. Fuck. Oh, that's so annoying. I can't. Why can I not revert flight? That's so weird. I don't have a quick save for this. So annoying. I have to sit here like a dumbass. Do this all over again. Alright, let's just land real quick. So apparently I can't figure out how to freaking... Come on. Just re-enter. Alright. Now we can deploy our parachute. And lands. Okay. This is fine. Let's just recover our vessel. Oh, I'm getting a headache right now. Okay. Okay, so we need... Okay, first off, we need an MK1 cockpit instead of an MK1 module. I can manage that. And then we need to not be a dumbass and actually learn how to test the thing at 150 At 140 to 150 meters high. Yeah, that was a waste of money. Do it all over again. Let's open our America. And remove this from the equation MK1 cockpit. Where is it? It's right there. Okay. And we attach that to that. And there you have it. You have yourself a big ol' cockpit that'll actually run the test. And we have our pug engine too. Yes, we do. Now we launch. We're gonna get 2 contracts in one go. Okay. This is fine. Okay, let's turn on that. Alright, why are we wobbling around? That's weird. Alright, Jebediah. Prove yourself this time. Here we go. Why are we tilting like crazy? I mean, it's fine. That's the direction we need to tilt, but I feel like we're tilting a little too much. I forgot to activate the other one. That was it's me being stupid. Just wait till we reach 140 meters, this time not being such a much of a dumbass to actually, like... Alright, I'm just gonna do 5x so I don't fuck it up this time. Okay. Let's get our contract board up here. Alright. 140 kilometers approaching. Okay. Run test. We ran our test. We did it. Now we need to do Kerbal orbit. What just happens? Oh, fuck, I activated this thing. Oh, why does everything have to go fucking wrong every time I do this shit? Every single fucking time I do anything. How does running the test activate it? That's so stupid. It's fine, whatever. Please, I swear if I do not have enough Delta V to go into orbit. I just need... Oh, fuck, I forgot to put a heat shield. I forgot to put a fucking heat shield. Okay, as soon as I finish this, I'm gonna end stream. The stream is just gonna be called Retard Figures Out How to Finish His First 2 Contracts. Earns back the money that he lost. Okay. We have our heat shield. Okay. We have our heat shield. It's fine. We have our heat shield and we're gonna do it. We're gonna land. We're gonna complete both our contracts in one go. This is it. Nothing's gonna go wrong this time. Come on. There we go. Let's just load this here and launch. Okay, first off, let's just get to 200 kilometers. Okay, we can do this. We have our heat shield too, which is good. All right, I'm gonna time warp very slowly to 140 kilometers. Okay. Alright, and 140 kilometers. Run test. We successfully ran test. I'm shutting that shit off now. And now, we angle ourselves. We go up roughly to here. Right about there is where we want. And now, we just go here and we begin to burn. Now, it should work. Let's just go a little farther. Now. Okay. We're running engines. We are heading a bit down, which I don't like. So I'm just gonna do that. Alright. Come on. We're so close. I can finally get 2 contracts in one go. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and we're there. Now, I can run tests. Okay, we have both contracts complete. I'm saving this shit. There we go. So now we're saved. We're good. Let's retrograde now. Okay. We're burning. Wait a second, I forgot to put a parachute on. Well. Shit. I need to install a mod that, like, reminds my dumbass whenever I forget to do shit like that. Because, oh my goodness, I'm about to lose it. Yeah, so when I upload this to YouTube, I'm just gonna like have like a 2-minute explanation versus this like 30-ass minutes of me trying to complete these 2 contracts. But I'm gonna end the video here because, well, I cannot do shit. This is catastrophic failure of me trying to do 2 contracts. I hope y'all enjoyed me being a dumbass. Bye.